Hello everyone, Jeremy here, and today I'm going to be playing Wolfenstein, The New Order. This is a new release at the time of this recording, and this game is available for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the PC. So covering all the bases here. So this game is the latest in the long-running Wolfenstein franchise, and you are still playing as William Blazkowicz, or BJ Blazkowicz, who is a soldier, or was a soldier, in the American Army, the United States Army. And the basic synopsis of this game is something happens in the 40s that causes the Allies to lose the war, and the Nazis have taken over the world. And BJ kind of comes to 14 years later to a world that's dominated by the Nazis, and at the end of the day, the main goal is to kill some Nazis and take back control, one city, one country, one nation at a time. So I've already gone through this, I've already completed it, but I am going to resume the campaign that I currently have going on in a second playthrough, because there's a chance that you do get to pick this, you have to make this choice, I should say, near the beginning of the game, that will kind of determine some things a little bit further down the road. So here we go. Alright, so just starting off here, and this is just your really typical first-person shooter. I have a huge freaking gun, and I'm just going to kind of make my way to wherever it is I need to go. Looks like we got some Nazi visitors here already. So yeah, see how fun that is. And this game just really celebrates the pastime. One of the favorite pastimes of video games are killing Nazis, because no one's going to tell you not to. No one's going to feel bad for it. Perhaps that's the way it should be, because they're Nazis, for crying out loud. But anyway, one of the things about this game that I think some people may not care about, or some people just may care about quite a bit, I find it a little bit annoying, actually, is when you're picking up weapons and you're picking up ammo, you always have to go over them, or health packs, and you always have to go over them and press square. Like, for example, where there's some shielding right there. I would love to be able to just go and pick up the shield, but instead I have to go back and I have to do this. And if this was a rush situation where I need to get some armor real quick, I could die, because I'm trying to find, like, where is it? I don't like that. But whatever, let's keep playing the game. So there's going to be some exploring in this. It is very linear, but there is exploration to be done, because you can find these secret Enigma codes, which you can decrypt, and it will unlock different cheats and stuff for you. And of course, you just kind of want to look around and get a sense of if there's some health laying around, or some more ammo, collectibles, things like that. Okay, so the game is saving right now, so we are on the right track. And also, if you want to change your weapon, before I get into things, on the PlayStation 4, you hold R1, and it brings up this weapon wheel, and yeah, you can dual wield. You can dual wield shotguns, big shotguns, if you have them. And then you can also give voice commands. You can have him switch his weapons just by giving a voice command, but I'm not going to demonstrate that right now. There's some Nazis over there. I'm trying to aim as well as I can while leaning over to talk into this microphone and kind of look up at the TV at a weird angle. Oh, I heard you. Nazis everywhere. Nazis ate my neighbors. Or perhaps they just killed them because they're evil.
Hey, that's very good, Captain, but there's one more cannon further up still firing at our birds. We started climbing
There's
the
some
cliff wall
armor.
below the castle.
Where is it?
Hurry up and meet us at the top.
Wait, what is that? Who's shooting me? I thought that door. Oh, crap. There we go. Let's just go back to single wielding. Let's make sure there's no one else in this room. There's that armor again. Okay. So I'm going to go in here. There's definitely some stuff to kill. Check out that guy. We're going to use some heavy artillery. Bring this sunbuck down. No, God. Die. Oh. I guess it killed me. Well, that's not encouraging. Could have sworn that's what you were supposed to do. Oh, well. Let's try it again. Alright, here we go again. Got Nazis up top.
Hey, that's very good, Captain, but there's one more cannon further up still firing at our birds. We started climbing the cliff wall below the castle. Hurry up and
I see ya, I see ya. I saw this thing, you know, like the first time I played. I could have sworn I just shot that thing down because I was looking around and I couldn't find what to shoot. And then I saw this guy. I didn't shoot him in any particular position. Let me get out of here. Alright, now I'm going to get back in here. Come on, you stupid thing. Blow up. Didn't take this many hits to kill him before. There we go. There we go. We got him this time. Huh.
was that you annihilating the stomper, Captain? That is some fine shooting.
That was more effort than I thought it would be. Alright, I'm going to pick up this big gun. I'm going to mount it here so I can get the most ammo I can out of it. What else about this game do you need to know? There's no multiplayer in this. This is just a straight up single player experience. And once you're done, you're kind of done. Like I said, there's a couple of there's different things like this that you can just find and read. There's a couple somewhat alternate, it's not an alternate storyline, but there's some alternate stuff at the beginning of the game, which I don't think that we're going to get to. And I never figured out what this is. I got a feeling this is something that's special. I'm going to have to check that out. But there's a decision that you have to make, and it will kind of just determine how you meet certain people and who you meet. It's not going to change the game in any way as far as the overall story and what you have to do in the end, but it does kind of encourage you to go back and just go through it again with all your upgrades and whatnot, just so you can kind of see what could have been. All right, some more Nazis up here. You lousy Nazis. All right. And then after you clear every room, or at least after I clear every room, I just kind of take my time and start looking around, mostly on the floor, to see if I can find any armor or different ammunition that I might need, that I might want. Because, of course, it doesn't just collect as you roll over it. I mean, who doesn't want all the armor that they can carry? Oh, I'm out of ammo. There's also melee. You've got the Blaskovich super knife, which I'll use here. You like stabbing people in the neck, and you can also like kind of do like this lean. So you got some first-person leaning going on there, which can be very helpful if you're going into a room that's filled with soldiers and you don't want to just keep putting your head out like that. You can just kind of peek around the corner and you get to protect yourself that way. I'm gonna grab this. You're coming with me. We can go off that way, but I'm kind of curious what's in here. Or is that the same way? No, it's different. Ah, there's another gun. Alright, so let me go back there real quick. You can't sprint with the big heavy weapons, but every time I can get a heavy weapon, I use it. Here's this guy here. Doesn't even know I'm there. And now he's dead.
Damn fine work, Captain. We're halfway up the cliff wall, nearly at the compound. Meet you at the top, lads. Hey, Private Wyatt! Much as I adore the view from up here.
There's someone shooting at me. I can't see him through the smoke. Kinda gotta rely on the reticle. Oh, come on. That's not blowing them up. All right. There we go. The blood lets me know I did good. I know that this game has been getting a lot of positive praise. People have been pleasantly surprised by it. You know, I thought that this, it's definitely a fun game, but I gotta admit, I failed to see the greatness in it. I thought that it was entertaining, it was fun, but I didn't really see what it did exceptionally well. Because if I can just pause for a minute, I can tell you that graphically this game does not look as good as I think it could look on something like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Infamous, of course, looks a whole lot better than this does, and I would even say that Warframe looks better than this. You know, there's just somewhat of an unrefined, somewhat, I don't want to say muddy, but there's definitely kind of like a lower graphical quality to this. And I don't care that it runs 60 frames per second at 1080p. It does not matter graphically. It just does not meet my expectations.
Pay attention, bear boys. This is all turned from a goose hunt to a stick-up job. Behind us now is a centre pillar of the German army. What are you doing, you puppet bastard?
Private gate, sirs. Important for duty.
Well, crazy and dedicated. Welcome to the war. Take over, Private. Now, General Deathshead is nearer to us now than he's been in years. Some nasty wounds you've got there, Private. Be sure to mind that bleed. We eliminate the General, we cut the head off the Kraut war machine. We don't, they're gonna have us for breakfast.
You all right there, kid?
Sir, my eyes are watering, and I think I'm gonna be sick. Is this normal?
It's just nerves. Let me teach you a trick. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale. Count to 4. All there is to it.
Well, having our ass tanned by some Nazi mutant fucking Frankenstein. So we ready then, lads? This time, we get the job done. Now let's go. Let's move it on. Go. Are you lazy or wee roaster? This is a war, not a fucking Sunday church walk. Come on.
A good team. Like father and son.
Right. Captain Blazkowicz, Gates, Benson, your job is simple. Climb up this wall, get inside, locate the control room for this big fucking door and open it for us. You see any Nazi firearms, you take them. Bound to be better than ours. The rest of us will cover you from down here. Now, once the door's open, we get inside, we work our way up through the building, we meet up again on the top floors, we find Deathshead, and we shoot him in the head.
I didn't want to talk during the cutscene, but you know, they do a couple of different cutscenes in this game. One of them is in engine, like what you just saw, and there's some other ones that are pre-rendered. They're pre-rendered cutscenes, and I'm not a fan of those, especially with this generation. I think that the games should be very much competent enough to be able to have in-engine cutscenes. And when they do go to the pre-rendered cutscenes, I think that it's kind of jarring because, you know, you get this really short momentary blackout. It's really fast, but it is noticeable, and it kind of just lets you know ahead of time, like, hey, we're about to move into a pre-rendered cutscene, which I wish wasn't done, and it makes me feel I should probably move over. And it makes me feel as if perhaps this game was in fact developed primarily with the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in mind, and because you know the next gen releases were so soon coming, then of course they just brought it over to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Brings me right back to the graphics of the game, which I think, you know, definitely last generation games like Uncharted and The Last of Us, when you see the quality of those games as far as graphics are concerned, and then you look at Wolfenstein: The New Order, they seem like they're on par with each other.
I didn't see him coming. That's up to you now, Blazkowicz.
Poor guy.
Get to the control room and open the gate.
So I don't want to keep harping on graphics, because graphics are not the most important thing in these games. But, you know, if you are thinking about spending currently the $60 to own this game, I think that that's something that you should know, especially, you know, if you're getting something for the PlayStation 4 and the I always do that wrong, and the Xbox One. The first thing that comes to your mind is, wow, how good is this going to look? You know, it's next gen. And then anything that's underwhelming, that you feel like isn't supposed to be underwhelming, then it becomes just that much more obvious.
Keep heading up towards the top floors. We'll meet you there.
I don't know if I mentioned, but overcharge means if I were to pick up this health pack, I'll have 40 more health than I usually have, and then it'll pretty quickly go down. Ooh. Alright, so this is something where stealth is suggested. The signal detected things right here means that there is like a commander or someone somewhere that's pretty close by, and if he knows that I'm around, he will call for reinforcements. So I have to try to find him and kill him silently. Like, I'm gonna take down this dog. Okay, that was one of them. That was one of the people that could alert others to my presence. And I'm going to wait until this guy kind of oh shoot, saw me somehow. Where is he? I'm trying to find him. He's broadcasting on the alarm. All right. Whew. That was that was messy, but you get the idea. Whoa. What was that about? Who's out there? You're out there. Yeah, so they've got these Nazi armored dogs, and of course there are some other large mechanized weapons of war that the Nazis have been using in this game, both in the 1940s and in the 1960s, which is where this game is going to pick up after the events of the very beginning. So I've been going on for about 20 minutes, and I think I've showed a decent amount of this game so far. So this is Wolfenstein: The New Order, full price game, filled with killing Nazis, because that's something that everyone can come together on in the world of video games. It's also a good game to shoot from the hip. You know, usually in first-person shooters, aiming down the sights is the best way to go. But you can just shoot from the hip a lot of the times in this game, and you'll be just fine. So yeah, we're gonna leave it right here, staring at the face of evil. So thanks so much for watching this Nazi killing experience, and go take care of some of this business on your own now. So until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.